Welcome everyone. As a Sky Academy family, we are welcoming you to the second day of our middle school summer camp. We have been looking forward to spending time with you again and are excited to spend time with you. Every day at 8 p.m., we will be providing entertaining, informative, and brand new content live. Don't miss our broadcast, and we hope you enjoy it as well as learn something new. As a reminder, we will be live every day at 8 p.m. Our broadcast will continue for 6 days from now. Here's a list of some of the things you will hopefully experience. You will read books during your time at camp and will have informative discussions with your mentors. Through practice every day, you will read the Quran and hence get better. As a response to your efforts, we would like to make this camp even more enjoyable and provide you with a Kahoot at the end of our program each day. Here's a small hint. The questions will be coming from the books you read, the conversations you have with your mentors, and the videos that will be presented on your screens soon. Many of you are already familiar with this format through our Ramadan Youth TV. However, this time we advise you do not miss out on the programs throughout the day, as many of the questions will be asked from the books you read, the conversations you listen to, and the videos you will soon see. If you want to be part of our video, you can be featured in our camp highlights. In order to be featured, you must be first in one of the 3 categories. If you are first in one of the categories of Quran, book reading, or the most organized attendance at your campus today, you can watch yourself during our camp highlights video. Our first presentation is featuring influential scholar Mr. Fethullah Gülen. Mr. Gülen is a Turkish Muslim scholar, thinker, author, poet, opinion leader, educational activist, and preacher. He is known for initiating the worldwide human values movement that is called Hizmet, or the Gülen movement. He inspired thousands to become educators that teach and spread humanity.
Hi, today we will be talking about Fethullah Gülen. Fethullah Gülen is a Turkish Muslim scholar, thinker, author, poet, opinion leader, educational activist, and preacher. He is regarded as the initiator and inspirer of the worldwide social movement of human values known as the Hizmet or service movement or the Gülen movement. Focused on education where secular curricula are taught by teachers who aspire to represent high values of humanity, this social phenomenon defeats easy categorization. Volunteer participants in the movement, consisting of students, academians, business owners, professionals, public officials, white-collar and blue-collar workers, farmers, men and women, young and old, contribute to multiple ways of service, which crystallize in tutoring centers, schools, colleges, hospitals, a major relief organization, publishing houses, and media institutions, both in Turkey and in more than 100 countries of the world. Gülen's discourse cherishes and his life exemplifies values like empathetic acceptance, altruistic service of one's community, and humanity in general. Complementary roles of the intellect and the heart, sincerity, holistic view of the human, deepening faith and love of the creation. He is noted for his pro-democracy, pro-science, pro-dialogue, and non-violent stances in critical junctures of the history of his society. In May 2008, Fethullah Gülen was listed among the top 100 public intellectuals in the world by Foreign Policy magazine. In a matter of a few decades, Gülen was responsible for modernizing Turkish education, extending it to the underdeveloped Turkish hinterland and subsequently sparking the country's economic development. The goal, Jenny White, a professor of Turkish studies at the University of Stockholm, told the New York Times, is to create a golden generation of young people who are educated in science but have Muslim ethics. Gülen has stated that in the modern world, the only way to get others to accept your ideas is by persuasion. He describes those who resort to force as being intellectually bankrupt. People will always demand freedom of choice in the way they run their affairs and in their expression of their spiritual and religious values. Democracy, Gülen argues, in spite of its many shortcomings, is now the only viable political system, and people should strive to modernize and consolidate democratic institutions in order to build a society where individual rights and freedoms are respected and protected, where equal opportunity for all is more than a dream. Hizmet, the Turkish name for the Gülenist movement, means service. It is not an organization with a formal structure, but a loose network of businesses and non-profit civic organizations, schools, and hospitals. Despite the high regard millions hold for him, Gülen considers himself only one of the volunteers of the civil society movement he helped originate and denounces any attribution of leadership. He spends most of his time reading, writing, editing, worshipping, and receiving medical care. Sharing the suffering of humans in every corner of the world, he has always been known for his deep respect for and connection to all creation. And I quote, "Living to let others live. Yaşatmak için yaşamak in Turkish is the core principle of his understanding of service. His promotion of dialogue, empathetic acceptance, and harmonious coexistence can best be reflected in a comparison with that of Rumi, the 13th century Anatolian spiritual poet and one of Gülen's source of inspiration." Thank you to all the volunteers of the Hizmet movement and to Mr. Gülen himself. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, and stay tuned for next episode.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya Cemilu ya Allah, ya Qaribu ya Allah, ya Mucibu ya Allah, ya Habibu ya Allah, ya Raufu ya Allah, ya Atufu ya Allah, ya Ma'rufu ya Allah, ya Latifu ya Allah, ya Azimu ya Allah, ya Hannanu ya Allah, ya Mannanu ya Allah, ya Deyyanu ya Allah.
Thank you for that interesting video regarding Mr. Gülen. Now, our brand new concept will come to your screens. We have collected the photos you have sent from your camp environments throughout the day, and I've made them into a video. As long as you continue to send us the photos of your camp environments, we will be providing the videos from the camps to the screens every day. The following video will include photos of you throughout the day, as well as the preparations for our camp, bringing together the camp highlights. Along with this, the camp stars of the day will also be presented. Let's all congratulate their accomplishments.
يا سبحان يا الله، يا أمان يا الله، يا برهان يا الله، يا سلطان يا الله، يا مستعان يا الله، يا محسن يا الله، يا متعالي يا الله، يا رحمن يا الله، يا رحيم يا الله، يا كريم يا الله، يا مجيد يا الله، يا فرد يا الله.
Science has now revealed new secrets about Zamzam water and the way water is influenced by the verses of the Quran. For those who are unsure of what Zamzam is, we will explain briefly. The Zamzam well was revealed to Hajar, the second wife of Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him. By the instruction of God, Ibrahim alayhi salam left his wife and son at a spot in the desert and walked away. She was desperately seeking water for her infant son, but she could not find any, as Mecca is located in a hot, dry valley with few sources of water. Hajar ran 7 times back and forth in a scorching heat between the 2 hills of Safa and Marwa, looking for water. Allah sent the angel Jibreel alayhi salam, who struck the ground with his wing, and the Zamzam water rose from the ground. It has now been scientifically proven that water is affected by what is recited over it. Japanese scientist Masaru Emoto first began experimenting on water. After he had read that each snowflake falling from the sky is unique, he wanted to disprove this theory. As his scientific instincts told him that this could not be true, the geometric shape of the snowflake is determined by its chemical composition. The composition of water is well known to everyone: 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. So how can snowflakes that fall from the sky be different from one another? He said, I was determined to prove that this theory was false. So he built a laboratory consisting of a deep freezer with a regulator, because no liquid subjected to sudden freezing can assume a geometric shape. The freezing must be slow. So the atoms have the chance to crystallize into the shape decreed by God. He set up a deep freezer with a regulator, a cold room at the temperature of -7 degrees Celsius, and several microscopes equipped with cameras, so he could photograph the snowflake before it melted. He said, I took samples from 2 faucets in the laboratory. I froze them, and each sample gave me a different snowflake. The samples came from 2 different wells, 2 different rivers, and 2 different lakes. The results of this experiment led to his extensive research of water. A Muslim colleague of his later introduced Dr. Emoto to Zamzam water so he could experiment on it. Emoto took a sample of Zamzam water and said, I couldn't crystallize it, even by diluting the Zamzam water with distilled water. He finally managed, however, to crystallize the Zamzam water after diluting it by 1,000. 1 drop of Zamzam mixed with 1,000 drops of distilled water, and he got a uniquely shaped crystal. 2 crystals were formed, one on top of the other. Mr. Emoto's colleague said that 2 crystals could be due to the fact that the Zamzam water is composed of 2 words, Zem and Zem. Allah knows best. Masaru Emoto said, my Muslim colleague offered to play Quranic verses over the water. He brought a tape recorder and played some Quranic verses, and we got the most perfectly shaped crystals. Subhanallah. These are actually images of the crystals that were formed after verses of the Quran were played. Dr. Emoto was also told that Muslims recite Bismillah, which means in the name of God, before drinking water. This has been practiced by Muslims since the time of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. The word Bismillah was found to improve the quality and structure of even regular water, Alhamdulillah. Dr. Emoto completed these experiments, which lasted 15 years of his life. He published a 5-volume book called Messages from Water. He wrote, I have proven that water is capable of thinking, fathoming, feeling, and expressing itself. The following was also written by Dr. Masaru Emoto. The quality and purity of Zamzam water will not be found anywhere else on this earth. He did a lot of research on Zamzam water and found that if 1 drop of Zamzam water is mixed in 1,000 drops of regular water will increase in quality similar to Zamzam water. The minerals in 1 drop of Zamzam water were far superior to any other water he had ever tested. He also found that the quality of Zamzam water could not be changed. Even after he recycled the Zamzam water, there was no change. It was still pure. And now, let's think about it. Water is of major importance to all living things. In some organisms, up to 90% of their body weight comes from water. Up to 60% of the human adult body is water. The brain and heart are composed of 73% water, and the lungs are about 83% water. After seeing all that what the Quran does to water, can you imagine what it will do to the human body who listens or recites the Quran? Think about it. Now I want to conclude with a verse from the Quran. Indeed, within the heavens and earth are signs for the believers.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لإيلاف قريش إيلافهم رحلة الشتاء والصيف فليعبدوا رب هذا البيت الذي أطعمهم من جوع وآمنهم من خوف. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. For the accustomed security of the Quraysh, their accustomed security in the caravan of winter and summer, let them worship the Lord of this house, who has fed them, saving them from hunger, and made them safe, saving them from fear.
يا ذكر يا الله يا أحد يا الله يا صمد يا الله يا محمود يا الله يا صادق الوعد يا الله يا علي يا الله يا غني يا الله يا شافي يا الله يا كافي يا الله يا معافي يا الله يا باقي يا الله يا هادي يا الله يا قادر يا الله يا ساتر يا الله يا قهار يا الله يا جبار يا الله يا غفار يا الله يا فتاح يا الله.
We know you are all anticipating Kahoot time, and we are almost there. Just before the Kahoot, a prayer video will appear on your screen. Beforehand, I want to talk to you about the importance of prayer. Prayer is worship that permits us to speak with Allah and ask our requests from Him. Through all of life's struggles and pains, we will always have a way out by asking for help from Allah. He is always present day and night to pray to and ask for things that no one else can provide. Whatever we please in life, Allah is strong and powerful enough to make it come true. Topics of prayer include praying for your parents, praying for world peace, and praying for our Muslim brothers and sisters, or praying for one's personal success. Do not forget that Allah is the one who knows best. Now let's say Amin to the prayer of our friend.
نفسي وزينة عرشي ومداد كلماتي سبحان الله عدد خلقي سبحان الله رضا نفسي سبحان الله زينة عرشي سبحان الله مداد كلماتي سبحان الله عدد ما خلق في السماء وسبحان الله عدد ما خلق في الأرض وسبحان الله عدد ما بين ذلك وسبحان الله عدد ما هو خلق الله أكبر عدد ما خلق في السماء والله أكبر عدد ما خلق في الأرض والله أكبر عدد ما بين ذلك والله أكبر عدد ما هو خلق والحمد لله عدد ما خلق في السماء والحمد لله عدد ما خلق في الأرض والحمد لله عدد ما بين ذلك والحمد لله عدد ما هو خلق. Glory be to Allah and to Him be praise to the number of His creations according to His pleasure and to the measure of the weight of His throne and the ink of His words. Glory be to Allah to the number of His creations. Glory be to Allah according to His pleasure. Glory be to Allah to the measure of the weight of His throne. Glory be to Allah to the measure of the ink of His words. Glory be to Allah to the number of all that He created in the sky. Glory be to Allah to the number of all that He created on earth. Glory be to Allah to the number of what is between them. Glory be to Allah to the number of all that He has created. Allah is the greatest to the number of all that He created in the sky. Allah is the greatest to the number of what He created on earth. Allah is the greatest to the number of what is between them. Allah is the greatest to the number of what He has created. Praise be to Allah to the number of all that He created in the sky. Praise be to Allah to the number of all that He created on earth. Praise be to Allah to the number of what is between them. Praise be to Allah to the number of all that He has created.
We have arrived at the most anticipated moment of the evening, the Kahoot. Is everyone ready? Let's see who has participated in the camps in the best way. Now, Ali Abi will accompany you with the Kahoot for the next 6 days. With this presentation, you will be presented the questions that need to be answered. Good luck and may the best win.
Thank you, Suhaila Allah. Now, the most expected part has come. I know all of you have been waiting for this competition for the whole day. Now, we are starting the Kahoot competition. Our fellow students can join us by typing this pin right here. It's 406-850. I repeat, 406-850. And as same as yesterday, the top 10 will get $10 Amazon gift card. So we are now waiting for all of our students to join our competition. There are 100 now. And please avoid putting inappropriate names. So let me check. Okay. So in 30 seconds, the Kahoot competition will start. We are now waiting for all of our students to join us. 15 seconds. it seems like everyone has joined. So now we're starting our Kahoot. Actually, someone else. So let's say last 10 minutes, last 10 seconds, I'm sorry, and then we will start. Okay, we're starting our Kahoot competition. Are you guys ready? The second day of summer camp, Kahoot questions coming through. First question, whoever desires paradise should abandon the adornments of this world, the duties, the prayers. You have 20 seconds left. And today we extended 20 seconds to 30 seconds, our time for the questions, so every student can answer easily and on time. Wow, it seems like all of our students got this question correct, which is whoever desires paradise should abandon the adornments of this world. Let's see the scoreboard. High schooler got 1,000 points, and also Vera has equal points with high schooler, which is also 1,000 points, and following Yusuf Veziroğlu, Mustafa Şeker, and Yavuz Buffalo. Moving on to second question. It's a double points question. What are two statements which are light on the tongue, heavy on the scales, and dear to the all-merciful? Subhanallah, Elhamdülillah, Subhanallah, Allahu Ekber, Subhanallahi ve bihamdihi, Subhanallahil Azim, Subhanallahil Azim, Allahu Ekber. You have now 18 seconds left. I don't think it's going to be hard for our students to answer this question, because actually it's the same question as yesterday. Now we see 77 students got this question correct. Let's see the scoreboard again. The scoreboard actually seems like mostly changed. Now the Yusuf Veziroğlu has the lead with 2,809 points, following with Yavuz Buffalo, which is very, very close. Hüseyin Çokavcı, very, very close. Actually, the top 5 is pretty close. So let's see. When Prophet Muhammad learns that his companions burned ants' nests, what does he say to his companions? You should not hurt ants because they are blessed creatures. Punishing a creation by fire is only for Allah, the Lord of the fire. Those who punish creatures will be punished in the afterlife. Allah will not forgive those who burn the nest of any creature. You have 15 seconds left. It's a long question, so please take your time to answer the question. Three, two, one. Amazing. It's a very hard question, and more than half of our students got this question correct, which is good news. Let's see the scoreboard again. Wow, it's changing a lot. So Yusuf Veziroğlu is still he still has the lead. Yahya is second with 3 question streak, I guess, and Irem and Minecraft Jet and Siniha Sarıbaşa. Let's see the fourth question. The prayers do not have to be outlawed because Allah is near. True or false? The prayers do not have to be outlawed because Allah is near. Does it have to be outlawed or does not have to be outlawed? True or false? Very nice. It doesn't have to be outlawed because Allah is Hasha, not far from us. Allah is very near, and it's actually closer to ourselves, more than ourselves. So Allah can hear us, and Allah actually can hear even our inner sounds. So let's see the scoreboard again. Yusuf Veziroğlu lost the lead with 3 points far. İrem Ö is only 2 points far of the Yahya, and Yahya has the lead now, 5,045 points, following Minecraft Jet and Selim from Beth. Bethlehem, I guess. Which caliph prohibited mixing water to the milk? Caliph Abu Bakr, Caliph Umar, Caliph Usman, Caliph Ali. Which caliph prohibited mixing water to the milk? So which of the caliphate prohibited this action? Abu Bakr, Umar, Osman, or Ali? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing. Most of the students got this question correct too. So it should be the Omar that prohibited the water, the milk to mix with water. Yahya lost the lead now, and our new first place is Irem's, and Yusuf Vizerolu follows Yahya, Jamal Buffalo, Selim from Beth. Let's see, sixth question. Who showed greater interest and made enormous effort to teach Mahmud Hudayi? Hafız Osman, Omar Hudayi, Hazreti Ali, Sheikh Uftada. Who showed greater interest and made enormous effort to teach Mahmud Hudayi? Is it Hafız Osman, or Omar Hudayi, or Hazreti Ali, or Sheikh Uftada? Oh, it seems like a complicated question for our fellow students because most of the students got this question wrong. So it should be Sheikh Uftada, who had enormous effort to teach Mahmud Hudayi, Hazretleri. Okay, our new first place is Selim from Beth, and Yusuf Vezirolu follows him with more than 100 points apart. Talha Çakırbay, Yavuz D, and Irem Ö. Let's move on to the seventh question. Sheikh Uftada decided to put his all students to a test. What did he give them? What did he want them to do? A gun, told them to shoot turkeys. Money, and told them to hide where nobody can see it. A knife and the chicken, told to slaughter chickens where nobody can see it. Money, and told them to spend. Excellent. So 92 students got this question correct. So Sheikh Uftada gave a knife and the chicken, told to slaughter chickens where nobody can see it. Let's look at the scoreboard. There's like a small change on the fifth place. Let's move on to the eighth question. What did Mahmud Hudayi do instead of slaughtering a chicken, and what did he say? He ate the chicken. He slaughtered the chicken in the garage. He didn't do it, and he said, Allah was sure to see me. He lost the chicken and he lied to his teacher. He ate the chicken, slaughtered the chicken in garage, or he didn't do it and said, Allah was sure to see me, or did he lose the chicken and lied to his teacher? Very nice. 118 students got this question correct, which was an easy question, and it doesn't seem there's no change on the scoreboard. In which position during the prayer gets the person closest to his Lord? When he prostrates, sajda; when he sits, tashahhud; when he stands, qiyam; when he bows, ruku. So which position is the closest to his Lord? Which means Allah. So which position we are closest to Allah? Is it prostrate, sits, stands, or bows? Very nice. 101 students got this question correct. Let's look at the scoreboard. There's no huge change on the scoreboard. Let's see the 10th question. What was the surah of the day? It's an easy question. It's just a matter of time who will answer first. If you guys all listened well, you'll easily answer this question easily. Now we have 5 seconds left. Good job. Most of the students got this question correct too. So the surah of the day was Quraysh. Wow, it seems like there's a huge change on the scoreboard, which is pretty interesting because the question was very easy. So now our new first is Talha Chakirbay, and Yavuzli is very close to the Talha Chakirbay, has the second place. Selim from Beth has the third place. Yusuf Viziroğlu and Leylas. Let's move on to 11th question. Choose the best answer that explains the meaning of Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Let them worship the Lord of this house, for the accustomed security of the Quraysh. Their accustomed security is the caravan of winter and summer, in the name of Allah, most gracious and most merciful. So, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, it's a word that we use every day for maybe 100 times. But do we know the meaning? We'll see how many of our students know the meaning. Excellent. So, most of the very high rate of our students know this, know the meaning of the Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. It's in the name of Allah, most gracious and most merciful. There's a change on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th place. Let's look at the 12th question. Who was listed among the top 100 public intellectuals in the world by foreign policy? Bediüzzaman Said Nursi, Fethullah Gülen Hoca Efendi, one of the Hoca Efendi talebes, Enes Kanter. So, who was listed among the top 100 public intellectuals? Which one is it? Your time is up now. Good job. So the Fethullah Gülen Hoca Efendi was chosen to the top 100 public intellectuals in the world by foreign policy. Let's see the scoreboard. There's a small change between the 3rd and 4th place. Let's move on to the 13th question. What are the names of two hills that Hajar run back and forth through? Vera and Merve, Safa and Maryam, Vefa and Maryam, Safa and Merve. So take your time to answer this question because it seems like only small differences between the options. So take your time to answer this question, and I hope you'll find the true one. Okay, there's 38 people that got this wrong by saying B, which is Safa and Maryam. Very close. So that was a tricky question, as I warned you before. Let's see the scoreboard. Oh, there's a change. Now we lost the Talha Chakirbay from the first place, and Yavuz D has the lead now. Let's move on to 14th question. Double points question. Be very careful. Name of the great scholar who picked a piece of paper on the ground inscribed with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Bishr al-Hafi, Dun Nun al-Misri, Hussein ibn Imran, Abu Hanifa. So, who picked the piece of paper that Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim is written on it? Is it Bishr al-Hafi, or Dun Nun al-Misri, Hussein ibn Imran, or Abu Hanifa? It's double points question. Take your time on it and answer it correctly, and your time is up now. Wow, it seems like a complicated and hard question because most of our students got this incorrect. So it should be Bishr al-Hafi who picked the paper. Let's see. There's a small change in here. Our old first place, Talha Chakirbay, has the third place, and Murtaza G is now the second place, and the rest seems same to me. Let's find out. The last question. In the experiment of crystallizing Zamzam, how many crystals were formed? 2, due to the fact of Zamzam water is composed of 2 words. 3, because Zamzam is 3. 1, just like other water crystal, but the different thing was its shape. 4, because they said Bismillah. It's a long question. Take your time. Is it 2 due to the fact of Zamzam water is composed of 2 words? 3 because Zamzam mean it's 3. 1 just like other water crystals, but the different thing that its shape. 4 because they said Bismillah. Ooh, it's a long question. Okay, very nice. Most of the students got this question correct too. Now, if you guys are ready, I'm opening the final results. Let's see. Third place of the second day code competition is Vehbi Çokavcı. Congratulations, Vehbi. Talha Çakırbay has the second place now. And the first place goes to Yavuz D. Congratulations, Yavuz. And our fourth place is Ahmet B. And fifth place is Murteza G. Also, I congratulate them as well. You can take a screenshot if you made it to top 10, and you can send to skyacademynj@gmail.com, which is written down below here. So now I'm leaving floor to the Süleyha abla.
Congratulations to all our winners, and we hope to see all of you again tomorrow at 8 p.m. Please join all our activities throughout the day, as they will provide content and hints that will be tested during our daily Kahoots. Have a great night, and we hope to see you soon.